Okay. Why? Oh, wow. Good evening, everyone. This is John Moody of Moody Mystery. We've got a restaurant redeem. Ooh, and I hate to do that. I have to look up see what restaurants I've talked about because I don't like duplicate anything. I don't want to be like it's like wait a minute, you talked about that restaurant before. So okay. Okay. Okay, already good. I've actually got. Let me get back the page. Okay. Some. So, Fire XYZ redeemed the restaurant. I'm actually gonna talk about two restaurants because I may have talked about one of them already, but I did come up with a new one. One thing. I grew up in Central Pennsylvania, and one thing about Central Pennsylvania is that they're known for their they actually have lot of good hoagie shops. Now of course there's so many names for like hoagies. You can call them grinders, subs, grinders, subs, hero sandwiches, guitar hero sandwiches. Ha ha ha. But one place that I've frequent is a place called On a Roll. It's a very local. It's a local place. It's actually one of my favorite places to go because you get a lot of bang for your buck. You can get like a 9 inch, I think like Dagwood, and it's like five different meats, and it's like $9. Then I think $2 more you can add Middlesworth chips um, and a drink. Okay, and that's one. They're pretty good. It's pretty much they do a lot of subs. They sometimes have other things. They'll sometimes have like chili dogs. One other place I'm going to talk about. It's an interesting place. There is an amusement park in central Pennsylvania. Don't know if you've heard of it. It's called Knoebels. I'm going to be I'm actually gonna what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put the names in chat. That way you can if you're curious about them you can look them up. But the amusement park has actually two places. There is a place that's called the Alamo, and what they do is they have sit down dinners. You can sit down. Their specialty tends to be chicken and waffles. And the cool part about the waffles is you can get the gravy. And by the way, if they actually, I think they will. I don't know. They used to do it, but they will bring out more waffles if you want them. It seems like a lot of these places they just love to give you carbs. And by the way, the reason for that is I'm just going to say this: proteins tend to be expensive, carbs tend to be cheap. I mean, you can get a pound of pasta, the dry pasta, maybe for, if you're lucky, you can find it for $1, and it actually gives you, actually think, when you cook it, it's like 2 or 2.5 pounds. Never tried that. I should do that. I should, because I weigh my pasta out and then see how much it increases in weight. That would be a fun science experiment. How long, cook it. Let's say you cook it for so many minutes. But yeah, that Alamo. Then there's another place that's not always open, but it's called the Oasis. And during the summer on the weekends, they have some of the best barbecue chicken you can ever imagine. It's probably about $12, but you can get um, like about half a barbecue chicken, and I think you get like stuffing and 2 vegetables. And of course, what I get is I actually get 2 mashed potatoes because I'm not a fan of the most of the vegetables. That being said, if if they had, but that's all good. And by the way, in this one thing in the South, they often have like a meat and 2 or 3 vegetable plate. In a lot of places, mac and cheese is considered a vegetable. Don't ask. But those are the cool restaurants. They're cool places to eat. And I'm just going to put them in chat. And they're both in central Pennsylvania, USA. Okay. But yeah. Okay, so when we left off, what happened was we actually ended. We did some Murphy's Ghost grinding. We actually ended by trying some deep level grinding, and what happened was about the worst case scenario you can imagine. I usually teleport down to avoid the one monster encounter, teleported into a random encounter, encountered life stealers, and Beefcake got a 2-level drain. That's why Beefcake is at level 8. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna look at some more grinding now. Now before we do more grinding, let's see if anyone's eligible to level up. Nope. Okay, Jlimny's close. Okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to and I don't think we got anything special. I don't think we got anything special. Okay, let's inspect number 2. Okay, our samurai is not using the epee of excellence. So let's have our samurai. Let's have our samurai. Let's have our samurai go. Let's have our samurai see if we can't get some better equipment. Okay. Nope. Let's see. Let's look at Samurai again. Wait a minute, they don't have a helm? Okay, let's get them a helmet. Let's get the Samurai a helmet. Let's have him get a helm of hardiness. Okay, and so we're gonna go to the Adventurer's Inn. No, Moody. We're gonna go to the tavern, inspect the samurai, and let's start equipping stuff. Okay, that actually helped. Okay. And what we're gonna do is to help Beefcake get level up a little bit, we're actually gonna remove the first two characters. I'm not sure if we should have done that. Actually, we're not in bad shape. So let's save our progress. Okay, gonna save our state. Okay, since we're doing Murphy's Ghost grinding, all we really need to do, the only spell we need to cast is Morphic. That's gonna help us. It's gonna get lower armor class a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the mind if I do another restaurant? Is it not letting you redeem? You know, if it's, you know, if you wanna, because I think okay, all right, another restaurant. And I just forgot what restaurant I was gonna. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna look at make sure that I'm not. Okay, I've got two in mine. Okay. Now both of the so the restaurant redeemed, both of these are actually in the Terre Haute area. Both of these are in Terre Haute area. The first one is what's called Footer's Pizza. Now, the thing about Footer's Pizza is that it actually shares a place with another I'm not sure how the companies are entwined, but there's a place also. It's part of Half Moon Games, and so you have a kind of a part pizza shop, part pizza place, and they have good sandwiches, and also part gaming place. I'm not sure of the various games that they do, but probably a lot of the card games. The other, Terre Haute, cool. There's also a place that's not quite in Terre Haute. They used to have a place in Terre Haute, but it's bulldozed. But there's a place called Delish Cafe, or it's if you want to call it Delish, and it's just a regular restaurant, good food. You know, it's a local place. The reason I'm mentioning it is because the owner's daughter actually, I think, took my chemistry class I was teaching. I felt bad because she was working a lot in the restaurant, and honest, I don't think can always, and so it didn't work out. But those are some two really good places. I'm actually gonna put them in chat. I like to talk about local places, especially where you get good deals. Twitch Twitch streamer says when a streamer talks about pizza, they must buy it for their viewers. Um, so what I'm gonna do is I'll address that Ironite Monk in a little bit. Unfortunately, right now so it's an ad break, so I'm gonna. Okay, so we're back. Um, I'm actually responding to the Ironite Monk, like Twitch terms of service. I actually just looked up the Twitch terms of service. I didn't see that in there. I did not see anything about pizza. I don't. There's an unofficial rule like on posting. If someone puts a story and they meant talk about their dogs, they have to post a picture of their dogs. Okay. So. Okay, now remember, friendly group. But what's most of our party? Evil. So guess what? We fight. I just want to know how the music is on the I just want to know how the music is because I know the music. What do you mean two of them dead? No, actually, Ironite Monk, what I did is Beefcake got drained a level. So what I did is I only brought 4 characters to the party. Just so I can maybe get Beefcake leveled up a little bit quicker. And I brought the other ones with me because they're like the cleric, wizard, and mage. They're such high level. Okay, Now, Fire XYZ, just to let you know, I should have mentioned this, but it's up to you. I'm usually on the thrift store game. I should have, darn Moody, you need to close that out. But what I'm gonna do is I can do it unofficially. So I can come in and I can grab 3 pieces of clothes, and unofficially you can tell me which one it is. I know you love that, but let's see. Let me get. Okay, so let's set the timer. Let's set it all the way down to 1. And we're going to really be efficient at monster grinding, okay? Okay, so I'm going to be back and get some clothing. Okay. Actually, I'm going to do the redeem. So, let's see. Okay, so I'm doing. I'm actually setting up the redeem right now. Okay. So, this is the prediction. Prediction should be up. Which shirt did come from a thrift store? So, one of them is this. The first one is this one. This is American Eagle Stingers, and there's actually the number 2 on the back of it. That's one of them. The second one, this is another American Eagle. This is another American Eagle shirt. I'll just show you the collar saying that it is indeed American Eagle. Doesn't have anything on it. We also have a gray American Eagle shirt. This is the gray one. Now, the fourth option you can say is none. So you can say, hey, none of them came from a thrift store. So I decided to do the prediction anyway, even though I said I wouldn't. So I'm just trying to get. So let's get back to the grinding. Now, if you notice, I'm really going through things very quickly, because all I really care about is the. Now, one thing to keep in mind with only 4 characters, you notice that we're getting more. You notice that we're getting more experience. So we're getting more experience per person. Another interesting thing about the Terre Haute area is that Indiana State is actually hosting a NCAA baseball regional. Okay, so we have a couple of votes. We have the vote for the Stingers AE, and we have a vote for none of them. Got channel points wagered on those 2. Just a tip. Love women's tennis. Just curious. Do you have a favorite player? If you do, that's not. But if you do, you don't even have to share that. Or maybe just love women's tennis in general. Okay. Monica Johnson. I don't know if I've heard of her, but... Okay, ooh, crap. Beefcake's getting low on hit points, so we have to be careful. What I'm going to do is after the battle, I'm going to go through the shirts one more time. Okay, so this is the gray one. This is the gray shirt. This is the pink one. This is the pink one. Again, you just see American Eagle there. And this is the Stingers shirt. Yep. Stingers, this actually looks like somewhat of a soccer shirt. Okay. So friendly girl. Oh, guess what? Kicking butt. Okay. Friendly group. Remember, we want to keep our characters evil. Now, some of you may wonder why I like evil characters. Or as Mermaid would say, evil! Evil! Is that the evil characters actually have the best equipment. And by the way, I don't know if Belkra's here. Belkra, recent follower. Thank you very much for the follow. It's kind of funny because, like, my Lord has the best armor class, yet my Lord's gotten hit, and yet my cleric, whose armor class is decent, but not like compared to you know what. It's like the cleric still has all their hit points. That They've not got, damaged once. I know there's an AC bug, and I actually downloaded the file for the AC the armor class bug, but apparently I had a lot of trouble applying it. I did not know. I did not know how to. I had trouble like applying it. And I couldn't. I had trouble finding like the README file. Usually they have a README file. There's like, this is how you do it. Okay, more Murphy's Ghost grinding. Wait a minute, I have an idea. I have an idea how we can draw this out more. Instead of just going back once the beefcake gets gets injured, we can grind more by healing beefcake. Okay. Okay, so let's show the shirts again that I'm asking about. Again, stingers. Stingers, this is one of them. Which one did come from a thrift store? And when I mean thrift store, I mean like either something like Salvation Army, Goodwill. This is the gray one. So those are the three. Oh yay, finally! James Necco, thank you very much for the lurk. I appreciate that. Lurkers are welcome, with one exception. If it's a hostile lurker from Ultima Underworld 2, then no. So as long as you're not a hostile lurker from Ultima Underworld 2, you are good. And I'm actually speaking of Ultima Underworld 2, James Necco actually plays. Wait. James Necco's streamer on Australia. Plays Ultima Underworld 2, I believe every I think Sunday or Monday, depending. It's like very early in the morning, but great person. So, okay, so let's get back to the. Now again, some of you are wondering, why am I just letting the text go by so quickly? It's because I'm just interested in grinding. I'm not trying to be like, oh yeah, let's... Because the thing about Murphy's Ghosts, why you're like, why are you picking on Murphy's Ghosts? What did Murphy's Ghosts ever do to you? Well, they do have lots of hit points, and they do have a tough armor class, but they have 1 attack, 2 damage, and they can't do anything special. They are very spell resistant, so... Okay, so let's, Okay. Okay, so let's see. We got some votes, and the correct answer is none of them. All of the two of the shirts, the Stingers and the gray one, came from actually did come from American Eagle. The other shirt actually came from an American Eagle in a factory outlet. So technically, that is not a that's technically not a thrift store. Okay, I'm just saying that I'm not going to do the I just wanted to do the prediction for once, but I'm just saying, hey, just for today, because I'll just be honest with you. Last couple days, last couple weeks have been really tough. Been really tough. And the other thing I heard, and you didn't hear this from me, but apparently my, I'm not saying that my contract not getting renewed actually did cause a bit of backlash. I heard there were a couple students who were not happy about that. So. Well, that being said, I'm just hoping that, I'm just hoping that doesn't negatively, affect things. Although, hope everyone's doing well out there. I haven't introduced myself. This is John Moody of Moody Mystery. I usually stream a lot of retro games, especially RPGs. I honestly like RPGs because I can, I get to talk a lot. It's one of my favorite things to do. Yes, I like to talk. And that's the thing about grinding. I can just. But again, the reason for the and you're gonna say, why are you worried about grinding? It's like, I'm actually doing what's called an Iron Man run, and Iron Man is essentially no save scumming. You can't, if it's like, you can't say, oh, I got this terrible encounter. Nope. Reload. Oh, one of my characters got killed. Reload. Oh, I got a level drain. Reload. Moody is the sixth member of the Scooby-Doo game. Doesn't come up in the show much. Well, if you want to give me a role in like the Scooby-Doo thing, you can put me in. There was a series, Mystery Incorporated. You could put me as Mr. E. I don't know if you followed the Mystery Incorporated series. It actually took me a long while to realize that it actually was a series. You know, it's like unlike regular Scooby-Doo where like each episode is its own thing. What I'm going to do with Beefcake is once Beefcake gets down to like 20 hit points, then I'm actually going to just head back to the thing, because I've been, as I said, I've been, you know, the thing about grinding is with Murphy's Ghost, it's efficient, because I'll be on, this is just my opinion, the amount of XP you get for monsters, I think is very unbalanced. There's a few monsters like Poison Giants or Frost Giants and maybe a few others where you get a lot of experience. But for the most part, it's like, you know, I'm probably getting as much experience from killing one Murphy's Ghost as I am from killing one Archmage. And that being said, I'm just going to let you know, thing is, I don't have to worry about a Murphy's Ghost casting a tilt-a-weight. Yeah, FireXYZ asked about MMORPG. Honestly, I'm not super into them. That being said, I am really thinking about Fortnite. You know, it's a you know, okay. Did someone say? It's like, okay, Fortnite, and now Angry Old Man Gaming comes. It's like, wait a minute. Oh, I heard Fortnite, so I'm coming on in. I've oscillated between yes and no. I think. Well, this is a thing about Ultima Online. And nothing against it, is that, you know, it's the worst. I'm always the worst thing I can see happening is you spend time building up a character, and then someone decides, okay, I'm gonna murder Hobo. Maybe it was that South Park episode that I watched, Make Love Like Not Fortnite, where this one person would be just killing everyone, and they, like, you know, the sword of 1,000, and so in order to kill this person, they had to do like the sword of 1,000 truths or something like that. Yeah, make love, not war crime. Yeah. And yes, I will admit I do watch a decent amount of South Park, so I'm actually heading back out. I'm gonna call it no. I'm gonna go back to the castle. Back to the cat. Yep, good. Made it out. Yes, you kind of have to memorize, you know. Okay. No, I'm gonna camp because I'm gonna have our cleric has 3 Mahdi spells left. Mexican staring frog of southern yeah. Do you mean Hypnotoad? Okay, it's got one more Mahdi spell. Oh, Hypnotoad was from Futurama. I assume that's probably the Mexican stare for Southern. That must be South Park. And unfortunately, I don't remember it. I'm kind of like a bit embarrassed that I'm like, don't remember it. Okay, so now remember, I'm just saving in case we have. Oh. Okay, I'm back, everyone. And also give another shout out. Angry Old Man Gaming official. Plays a lot of great. Plays some pinball. Also does a lot of plays Fortnite. Has like community days on the weekends, and great streamer. Very entertaining. You know. Also, let's just say when it comes to Fortnite, Angry Old Man does not play. What I mean by that is, goal is like #1 every time. So, go give them a follow, watch them. They're great, Okay. Oh yeah, we're at the castle. I'm back in the castle again. Oh, I can't say that too loud, otherwise I'd get like a strike. I don't want to like a DMCA strike. You know what? Someone needs to write a parody song, like, to the tune of YMCA, but call it DMCA. Weird Al? You heard me. Okay, so what we need? How do we level? So you may be wondering, how do we level up? This is where the Adventurer's Inn comes into play. I'm gonna just Jeff. Okay, 203, not bad. Toast. 119. So I think we got about 30 some thousand XP on that last thing. So let's see. I think the tough part about managing level ups is every class has like a different, you know, different like XP requirement to get, let's say, from level 1 to level 2. Okay, so let's see Beefcake. Okay, ooh, Beefcake gains strength, IQ, piety, and agility, 3 hit points. Nicely done. Let's see if Beefcake can 44,000. So what we're gonna leave, and we're gonna inspect Beefcake. Okay, Beefcake is now level 9, so we're going to gonna change the little thing here. So level 9, 50 XP, which is the same as the samurai. And by the way, some of the wizardry purists may wonder, how do you get an evil lord? Well, what happens is if you keep attacking friendly monsters, guess what? You know, your good lord's eventually going to turn evil, and it doesn't affect it though. It's interesting. And let's see what and the other thing about our lord is actually our lord's starting to get some spells. Lord gets some cleric spells, and so Lord can actually cast some decent spells. So, you know, so that's the other thing. The other thing is that we can cast decent spells. And by the way, one thing I can do is I sometimes wonder, well, can you grind off screen? Yeah, but I think it's much more fun to grind on screen. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to our Murphy's ghost friend. Okay, again, our cleric's gonna cast the spell. And by the way, one goal we want to have is we want a vitality of 18. So we're gonna cast Maporfic. That's gonna give us an armor class boost. And remember, in this game, negative armor classes are better. The more negative the armor class, the better. See, that changed in Edition 5. If you remember, like D&D Edition 5, they did 5th edition, they did the different. Yeah, negative and bad, just not here. Yep. Yeah. See, I think 5th edition, what they did is they don't have negative armor classes. They just start at 10 and you go up. Hope everyone's doing well this evening. I apologize for kind of keep pushing, pushing this off, but I'm like, it's like, I just need to try to get more regular routine. And again, there's no need to identify the monsters here because we know what we're after. We're after Murphy. These are Murphy's ghosts. But if we do some level 9 or level 10 grinding, we do need to identify the monsters, because we need to know what we're up against. But my concern, my concern about level 9, 10 grinding is that my mage has yet to get tilt-a-wait. It's like I'm getting sick of tilt-a-waiting. And by the way, if you're wondering what tilt-a-wait is, that's like the ultimate spell. It affects all monster groups. It does a lot of damage. Now, yes, my cleric does have the Litacan. But it's nice, especially with some monsters, to have have that tilt-a-wait going, because it's just... I'm not sure if it's what it is, but there's a cleric spell that kills everyone, but it only does like 12 to 72 damage. So on average it does 42 damage, which is not enough for most monsters. And so that's one reason I'm grinding, because I also want to have 110 hit points. That way, in case, let's say, I get to the end and we're going to cast a tilt-a-wait, I don't have to worry about, finding a rescue party for the bodies. I also do have a character in reserve. In reserve, just in case, because one thing I do want to do is I at least want to have extra characters just in case I have to do a rescue party. And so what happens if, let's say, you get party wiped? Most of your party members are probably going to be okay. They're going to be dead, but you can at least rescue them. There may be a couple where the monsters either devour them or whatnot, or they may not be close by. Also, by doing this, we're actually picking up some decent XP. I mean, decent gold, excuse me, sorry. And by the way, happy Monday, everyone. And for those of you in the States, today is Memorial Day. And Memorial Day is where we honor our soldiers killed in combat. Just want to make sure that that's correct. If not, someone correct me. Just... Let's see. Okay, we're just killing. As I said, unfortunately, I'm actually about at the end of my position, so as of right now. Murphy's Ghost has killed a little item, dude. She's like, we're getting like random encounters, scruffy men. I don't want them. I want Murphy's Ghost, darn it. Because a lot of these characters can do more damage. I actually did have someone make a suggestion about what to do. And someone actually suggested for now, there's places where you can like you attempt places where you walk in and they give you like work for a day. I've actually thought about that, just to maybe be doing something. That being said, I'm also getting close to setting up the tutoring business. I'd have to do some marketing, but I think it would work well, because I know I can tutor math and chemistry. Now, when I say math, I don't mean like the super advanced math, but I could probably handle like high school stuff like algebra, trig, maybe even calculus. Calculus is a bit tricky, but okay, Beefcake's under 20 hit points, so probably what I need to do on the next Moody's University of Higher Wizardry Learning. Yes. Honestly, if you are really if you're really wanting some good wizardry learning, I don't know if I can. I'm not sure. Let me just try something. I just want to try something. I want to try something. I'm not sure if I can do this. I'm just gonna try something. This is an experiment. I'm gonna do a shout out. And I'm gonna see if I can shout out someone. But there's a really cool person that does a decent amount of wizardry streaming, and that's D Forte. D Forte actually, what D Forte did actually remade Wizardry 6, 7, and maybe 8. I don't know. But did an awesome job of like remaking it. So and so I'm impressed. D Forte streams about every day, and so the experiment worked. So apparently, even if someone's not in chat, you can still at least shout them out. Another person that does Wizardry 1 is Bass Jack. I have to... And I actually found something that may be of interest, because Bass Jack streams Wizardry 1, but on the Apple II. And actually, there was someone came out with actually a modified version of Wizardry 1 on the Apple. And I'm actually very impressed with what they did. Okay, Moody, you better be careful. You don't want to be sending a search party in here for Beefcake. Okay, we're gonna cast the Mahdi spell. A thing about Mahdi is Mahdi heals everything. So Beefcake now has all their hit points back. So we can grind Murphy's Ghosts a lot more. a few people may wondering when I'm gonna stream next time. I'm probably right now. I'm thinking of streaming Wednesday and Friday. That being said, Friday stream may be different. I'll have to see. Okay, so we're gonna. Hope everyone's having fun. Sorry I haven't been chatty of late, but I'm just you know, grind. Oh, more. Okay, so we keep killing Murphy's ghosts. Again, you may say, well, why do we keep fighting friendly monsters? Again, we want to stay evil. What happens? There's a slight chance one of our characters could turn good, and if one of our characters turns good, guess what? They don't want to deal with the evil characters. I actually had that happen a couple times, where I did, but like my party got split because there were some good and evil characters. So what I had to do is I wanted the characters to be. Well, it was fun because I had a fighter which was eligible to be a lord, but then I had to like get the lord to be good. But then the good lord wouldn't want anything to do with the evil characters, so then I had to be like, okay, let's take the lord with the neutral characters. And by the way, you may be like, what about neutral characters? They cannot go to good or evil. Neutral, always be neutral. Which, it's interesting if anyone's played Wizardry 3. It's interesting because you actually need a mix of characters in order to actually win the game. You know, you have to have like some good, you have to have some characters that are good, some characters that are evil. And by the way, if anyone's played Wizardry 4, all I'm gonna say is you're crazy. Wizardry 4 is, I'm just gonna say, super tough. So good luck on that. But I have to say, I just want to thank y'all for joining me. I mean, it's like having these viewers watching a grind, Murphy's Goes grind is really cool. And you're very welcome, Angry. As I said, I love to. You know, I've shouted you out. I love to watch your streams too, especially the especially Fortnite where you win. I want to see you get the win. You know. And Angry, I have to say this. I also like, even if let's say you finish second. I just like how you say, "Oh, come on! I could have. Come on! How could they do that? How could they kill me? How could I have missed that? Come on!" You know, I love that. That's good. It's like I sometimes do, and like, you know, I haven't played pinball tournaments in a while, but sometimes like what happens when I do tourneys and people are like, That no. It's like if you've played No Fear Pinball. No, you know what No Fear's motto is? No fear, they say. No, when No Fear, they say second place is the first loser. They say nothing wrong with being competitive. Heck, pinball tourneys. I think I've only had like one. I've had a fair number of third place finishes, but I've only ever had one second place finish and one first place finish, and the second place finish irritated me. I shouldn't say this, I'll say it anyway, because I think the first place finisher did not have a good game, because I think they were on the wrong side of the amount of aiming juice, like we call in pinball terms, and I did not take advantage of it. Okay, we're killing lots of Murphy's ghosts. I'm not sure if that's going to correspond to an amount of you know what. Yay, it's like, and by the way, one thing in this game is the NES version, if you surprise the monsters, you cannot cast spells. So you cannot cast spells in a surprise round. That being said, the Apple IIe, you actually can. But the good news is neither can the monsters. So if if you get surprised by a bunch of archmages, don't worry, they can't like tilt-await you out of existence. But they can on the Apple IIe. Now that being said, you can use items. So if you have, let's say, a wand of fire, you can actually use that to cast a spell in a surprise round. I'm not sure about breath weapons. I think breath weapons can be used in a surprise round, so if you get if let's say you get a slew of fire dragons, you can get a party wipe. Okay, so we're just letting you know there is an ad break coming up soon. So what happens when an ad break comes up? That's when I usually do the BRB. So feel free to BRB along with me. Yay, Okay, the monster surprised us. And by the way, puns are welcome in chat. So feel free to post puns in chat. Thank you, Ionite Bunk. Okay. Y'all, I'm sorry for the confusion, okay? If that was like you're wondering, did I miss the ad break? Well, my one computer my backup computer that I'm using to monitor like the stream actually froze up. So basically I did not know exactly when the ad break happened. So I'm hoping it is over. That's why I said ad break over in question marks. So I think we're gonna head back. We're gonna head back to the surface. Again, you know, and don't interpret my saying, "Oh, we're heading back" as the stream's over. I'm just saying, you know, we're heading back because we're gonna heal, we're gonna sleep, and we're going to see how our so let's see. So let's have our cleric start to heal. Okay. Again, Mahdi is essentially a heal all. Probably maybe even more of a restoration spell, since it if you want to be technical about it, since it can pretty much cure almost anything, including being stoned. Okay. And I threw up a joke about being stoned. P.S. FYI, just please keep in mind that if you're in a state that does not consider weed legal, then don't try it. I'm not saying you know. No, I'm nothing against it. That being said, it's like, you know, it's just one of those regulatory things. It's like, okay. Although, okay, so let's talk to these other people. Oh, Cleric's getting close to making another level. Ooh, Toast is actually pretty close too. Let's look at Jeff. I don't think these characters are gonna make the next level. But let's see if Beefcake is ready to go up a level. Okay, I like it for the most part. The only thing I don't like is that you lost vitality. You know. So if we inspect Beefcake, you know that Beefcake's vitality is down to 13, which, see, I'm wanting to get a vitality of 18, because if you get a vitality of 18, that actually, your vitality so let's say you die and have to get resurrected by the temple. Your vitality determines the success rate. So if, let's say, you have a vitality of, let's say, 10, you know, you maybe only have like a 40-50% chance of resurrection actually working. But if you have a vitality of 18, I think it's about like 80 or 90%. Not to mention the XP bonus that you get. Actually, what I should do is I should adventures and I should see how close Beefcake. Ooh, 75,000. Okay, so now let's update the tote board. And by the way, you know, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to rearrange. Do I want to do this to my party? Trying to think of what I want to do next, because I'm gonna keep grinding. But what I want to do is I still want to. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried about Beefcake only having 52 hit points. I'm not. I don't think I'm ready to do the lower level grind yet. But one person I do want to bring in. So let's go to the tavern. I'm gonna remove a couple people. Cause I want to add. I want to add the samurai, and I want to add the cleric, Toast and Jeff. And you notice that Zanzibar is a fighter. Zanzibar is what happened is my when I wanted to get my fighter to become a lord. I was like, I had a backup plan, and so I'm gonna have another character that's actually designed to become become a lord. But my plan didn't work out because then my other fighter leveled up perfectly. But I think what I want to do now, I want to get the samurai. See, this is the thing. I don't think my my ninja got a level drain. So what I'm gonna do is I want to get the samurai into the action. Okay, again, Maporfic. Sorry, I threw in another pun in chat. And as I said, I'm just gonna say this right now. Oh great, bubbly slimes. As I said, right now I'm looking for positions. I've put some feelers out there. Okay, so I've actually put some, but I haven't heard back much yet. But that being said, I just say I think maybe my best bet is to go into business. Go into business for myself. And one thing I may even do, and I'm just saying, if I do this, if I were to do this, I hopefully that y'all would at least watch. Is I'm actually thinking of doing like a bit on tutoring. Like maybe, or maybe even not just Twitch, but maybe like Zoom or something, do like, okay, this is how I would do tutoring, because right now I don't think I have. I think I need one more piece of equipment if I'm gonna do virtual tutoring, which specifically is a document camera. So I may have to. That may be an Amazon thing. that being said, before I do that, I want to be like, okay, let's get the company together, you know, let's get the paperwork set up so I can start. Okay. So what we're doing, we're grinding Murphy's Ghost. We've brought some characters back in. That being said, I probably should at some point, once we get to level 11, I'll probably bring the ninja back in. You know. But I'm definitely wanting to get the mage to level up because darn it, mage. Darn it, Jeff. I like you. But you just do not want to learn tilt-a-weight, okay? You just don't want to learn it, okay? Darn it. I have a feeling my samurai is going to learn tilt-a-weight before you do. Sheesh. Now, so you're wondering, why did I choose a Lord, Samurai, and Ninja for my front three? Well, because they have some, how can I say it, kick-ass items. The ninja already has the shurikens. So the ninja's good. The Lord actually has the best armor, and there's I think something called a Lord's robe. And it's kick-ass because I think it also gives you regeneration. The Samurai has the Muramasa blade, which I think does like a shit ton of damage. And so what I'm wanting is the armor of Lord's garb. I also want the Lord to have a blade Cuisinart. And if you're like, okay. It's Muramasa blade, and so I think I've got everything I need. I would have like the best weapons, the best armor. So let's just say my part we would have a we would have a party of whoop ass. Now, I'm going to also say one thing about grinding is that there is no worse feeling when you're trying to grind. You encounter some monsters and you're like, ooh, experience, and 2 out of the 3 monsters flee. Doesn't that bug you? It would bug me. And that's one thing about Murphy's Ghost. They don't flee. They pretty much fight to the death. And see, the drawback to fighting other monsters, notice that for the skeletons I only got 230 XP. But yet one of them I think hit me for 5 damage. Whereas I know Murphy's ghosts, guess how much they only hit for 2 damage. Alright, another. Okay. I'm trying to think about what my next stream is going to be. I have a feeling I want to keep grinding here. Cause I'll be honest with you, I'm like, the viewership when I grind Wizardry is like, darn. Oh boy, unless I want to really have some fun. How can I really have some fun? Two words. Wizardry 4. Because I've played Wizardry 4 several times, and I only think there was one time that I escaped, and what happened was I actually forgot somewhere. I was wanted to, go to the end game, and apparently I forgot a Blade Cuisinart, which I accidentally left, pushed the keys too fast, and so I didn't have everything I needed to finish the game. So that was a bit of a disappointment, but all I'm going to say is if anyone attempts Wizardry 4 and you want to stream it, all I'm going to say is have maps, have walkthrough, be ready. Okay, I better keep an eye on and again, you may wonder why I'm like having my notifications like go by so fast. Is because again, I know that the most that a Murphy's Ghost can do is 2 damage. And I'm also gonna throw this out. There's actually another kind of like hobby I picked up a little bit, and that's actually doing online crossword puzzles. I've actually done the Fox News crossword puzzles. They give you one every day. Maybe I should maybe I should do the New York Times, but it's kind of fun because crossword puzzles have a lot of logic. It's like, okay, sometimes like, what could this letter be? And sometimes you're like, you could be stuck, and then you get like, oh crap, oh, I figured out this word. Okay, this word. Oh, this sounds. And then it unlocks like other words. It's like, oh, I got this down. Now I got another letter for some of these across. And now all of a sudden you get like, you do well. I think that's just fun. It's just, it's like playing Scrabble. And I've already decided one game I used to play a lot was like Monopoly. I used to play that on the NES. I think I haven't done a NES Monopoly stream in a while. I think that needs to be done. I think there needs to be another NES Monopoly stream. Again, we want to keep fighting because we want to stay evil. Now, my neutral samurai and my neutral mage, they're never going to change. They're always going to be neutral no matter what. Okay. See, our session's actually going longer because we have. See, the thing is, we have two characters. We have all our frontline characters have negative ACs, and so they're not getting hit that often. Also, the samurai is pretty good at attacking. See, before when we had the Lord, Wizard, and Lord, Cleric, and Wizard, we didn't have we didn't have a lot of attacking power, but Lord Samurai and Lord Samurai especially, they're good at attacking. They get multiple attacks, and so that's why I think we're getting a lot better results. Okay. Just wanted to throw up a link to my YouTube channel. I don't really do a lot of original content on YouTube. Mainly, that's in case you want to watch the VODs. That being said, I've actually gotten a few comments that, you know, stated I need to organize things a little better, and maybe I need to maybe I need to just like get out of my funk and be like, take a day and say, okay, let's clean everything up, Moody. You know, let's be like, clean up this post to here. As I said, I also have a Facebook page. I know not everyone's in the Facebook, but I at least have one just in case. Just letting you know, there is an ad break coming up soon. I also threw up a poll. I do not yet have a TikTok account. However, the question is, should I get one? Okay, there's an ad break. So, BRB. Only one of three. Nice. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I did put a formal poll up, okay, so whether I should get a TikTok or not. So if you think I should, vote yes. If not, vote no. But please vote in the poll. Mm, mm. That way it tells me. Okay. 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 So I'm gonna cast Dial Maw on both this chick and Beefcake. So there's a poll going up. Should Moody get a TikTok? Yes or no? Vote yes or no. And and by the way, you can vote more than once if you want to spend some channel points. As I said, there's no you don't have to vote. No rules saying that you have to, but and this is an unofficial poll. Just because everyone says Moody should get a TikTok doesn't mean that I'm going to get a TikTok because I do value my security. I just wish polls can go longer than 10 minutes, you know. So that's the only drawback I have about Twitch, you know. boy. Okay, I haven't looked at the poll yet, but let me just look at it. Oh, we got 2 no's. 2 no's for TikTok. I have a feeling it's because I don't think anyone wants to see me like, you know, dance or like, shake my junk or whatnot, like the Big Bank Challenge or something. You know, it's probably why. I apologize, okay? I apologize that I actually have to use the bathroom, so I'm gonna do a BRB. Okay, sorry for the bathroom break, but it kind of was like I'm just hoping I don't have like, diarrhea or something. Hope I think everything's. I have to post a pun. And the pun was apparently a nutrition store sold lots of herbal laxatives. They have lots of regular customers. Okay, should Moody get a TikTok? Apparently, no. And I'm just going to give you my opinion. I was actually leaning no a good bit. Because of the terms of service. It's like, apparently it's like, TikTok, we can pretty much do whatever we want with your data. Okay, so hey Boxy, thank you for the sub. I hope it's an Italian sub with oil and vinegar and Italian seasonings. Thank you. All right, and we have a redeem for some insults. Okay. Hope I found some new good, really insults. Okay, Moody, get back on the darn prot channel. Okay. So, insults. And instead of saying them verbally, I'm actually going to type them out. And so, for instance, so I'd call my ex-girlfriend a dog, but I'm sorry. That would be insulting to dogs. And I have a second insult. And by the way, so I was going to donate my body to science, but then I did that and said no. We would actually pay you thousands of dollars not to donate your body to science. So those are your two insults. Love, good redeem. I like it. Okay, so what's gonna so it's at the 2 hour mark. I'm still gonna be going, but what I'm gonna do is once Beefcake and this chick gets below 20 hit points, and I'm not gonna heal them much. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to the castle. We're going to level up, and then we're gonna call it a night. So, but so it's probably gonna be we may even get to another ad break before we call it a night. But I just, so we're still going, okay? So don't be like, oh yeah, let's just all leave, And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna raid someone. Wow, I've got a couple really cool people that I would love to raid, but that's down the road, so don't be like, oh yeah. And as I said, I think Wednesday I'm gonna probably come in at about 7:30 or 8. I'm gonna grind this again because I'm hoping to see Base Jack. Yes, I know one of the insults was towards me, but hey, Great, scruffy men. That's the last thing I need. Okay, this chick is at 20 hit points. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna heal them very lightly. Okay, good. We got the maximum heal. I like that. So as I said, our plan is once both of them, you know, once they both go under 20 hit points. I think what I need to do is just be like, okay, don't you know, if one of them goes below 20 hit points, don't heal them. Just wait for the other to get below 20, and then we can, you know, collectively deal with this. Okay, another Murphy's Ghost killed. Now, by the way, I'm just going to throw this out there. Some of you may be wondering, wait a minute, Moody, didn't you say that you would be like, tell us how many Murphy's Ghosts you killed in the last stream? Well, unfortunately, I only tracked Beefcake. And guess what happened to Beefcake? Okay, Beefcake got level drained. And so I could not use XP to track how many Murphy's Ghosts I killed. Because that's what I was going to do. I'm like, okay, I know how much each Murphy's Ghost is worth. You know, but because of the fact that it was a level drain, I couldn't be like, you know, I couldn't track that. So, getting a lot of okay. So this chick is now under hit points. So they're under 20. So once Beefcake hits 20, we're gonna head back to the castle. Okay. Well, I was about to head back, but then, like, we got some bubbly slimes. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna... So let's now... I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save the state again. This is an Iron Man run, so it's not a case of where we're, like, save scumming. Oh yay, it's dark. We surprised the monsters. 4 scruffy men. So we escaped. So now we're gonna... Okay. I've got let's see. I'm just gonna say that I've got two pinball streamers that I'm wanting to raid. So we've got an old school EM, a streamer streaming old school EM, and a streamer that's streaming Foo Fighters. Please let me know which if you have a preference for me, I'm rating one or the other. Foo Fighters or a classic EM. Or if you don't care, that's fine. Okay, I have to go back into the maze because I forgot we don't. Okay, so we're gonna do mod. We're just gonna do Moddy. Let's just make it easy. So let's again save the state. Okay, so now what we're going to do is now we're going to level up. Once we've got everyone leveled up, then we're going to raid someone, call it a day again. Gonna raid a pinball streamer. You can either go for modern Foo Fighters or EM, which is old school. I mean, if you have a preference, let me know. If not, I'll just pick one at random. Okay, so Adventurer is in. Ooh, Jeff is close. Somewhat. It's as I said, it's up to you. You know. They're honestly they're both good streamers. So that's why. See, I can't make a decision. It's like, okay, they're both good streamers. So I'm like, okay. Oh wow! Toast made a level. Toast the wizard gained 9 hit points. Gained agility but lost luck, but still, hey, that's a good thing, okay? So now we have to go to Beefcake. Ooh, Beefcake is close. Okay, ooh, IQ, Samurai got IQ, Vitality, and Agility, but got 10 hit points. Nice! I like it, I like it. I like it. Okay, well, okay, so, so we're gonna. So we're not done yet. Okay, so we're gonna update our tote board. Beefcake level 10, good. Board. This chick is level 11 with 60. Okay, so let's update that. Level 11 with 60. Okay. Toast is now 95. Okay, so we're gonna remove a few people, but it's more of a getting the ninja back in. So now we have a full house. Okay. So we have a full house. We're gonna, you know what? I think on Wednesday we're gonna do more Murphy's Ghost grinding, cause again, the hit points of Beefcake and this chick is not the best. Let's see, 52, 61, 26. So we always want to save the state. So let's save the state and okay, so I'm gonna trying to decide who to raid. Okay, let's see how what I'm doing is I'm checking to see how long. Okay, I already know who I'm gonna raid. Pez Johnson, who's a great pinball streamer, is playing an EM. So let's raid them. Let's raid Pez Johnson. The reason I'm raiding Pez Johnson is because they've only been streaming for about an hour, whereas the other streamer, Rain City Pinball, they've been going for 2.5 hours. So I'd rather raid the person who's, who I know, who, it's nothing worse than raiding and like they bug out. So thank you everyone. I'll see you on Wednesday when we're going to be doing more grinding.